K-pop music had its moment, Latin music had its moment. It feels like this is like India's moment. I mean, the goal is world domination. I had put a reel up I'd cut up the music video and we had like a lot of colors in the video and we shot it in Jaipur and it was just like I wanted to kind of get all of that into one reel with the dancers, and we had like DIY, styling, and so I kind of cut up the music video and put it in a reel, and I put the lyrics on the reel, and that reel started, it slowly. I think Diet Sabia posted it, and I was like, oh, like that's cool. And then other people started posting, and I was like, okay, I think people are starting to find out about it, which was really exciting. Higher Love, I'd actually written the demo about 2 years ago without any Indian part in the song. And then last year I was like, I feel like to make it really unique, we need to add an Indian section, and let's try and figure out how to blend both cultures and both sounds together. So I got into the studio with friends and we just created it maybe in an hour, and it was magical. We played it for Tai Tai, who's the founder of my label, and he was working on the Smurfs, and he went and showed it to them, and the rest is just history. It's so incredible to kind of, get people like Cardi B and DJ Khaled to do something with South Asian influence, and it excites you, because you're like, wow, like we're able to take Indian music to the world, which is really exciting. So we met DJ Khaled on the set of the music video that's gonna come out, and the funny thing is they're just so nice that you kind of don't have time to get starstruck. He was so positive and he had so much energy, and I was just telling him, I was like, he brought so much optimism to the track, and we just had a conversation again about music and energy, and it's like friends that kind of collaborate on things, so that was awesome. It's been just such an inspiring, creative week, just meeting, like legends like that and just talking about music. And I mean, with Preetham, it's so funny, we've been in touch for a couple of years, and we've been trying to meet, and every time I'm here, or every time if he was in LA, and we've just kind of spoken on text, and this time, I think things just happen when they're supposed to, and the universe aligns. With A.R. Rahman, it was actually in the DMs, which was funny. I think in the past 2 years, I mean, even just sitting in LA and, going into label meetings there, everyone's like, well, how do we collaborate with India? If you asked me like 3 years ago, it would be like me going into the meeting being like, well, I have this Indian artist I'm working with, how can we get a collab? And now it's the other way around, which is really exciting. And I feel like the same way, K-pop music had its moment, Latin music had its moment, it feels like this is like India's moment. I think, over there, they're still learning. So a lot of times I'll play something and they'll be like, oh, that's cool, I've never heard that sound before. But over here, a lot of people would have heard that sound. So I think, again, it's what they're exposed to, so they've been exposed to Slumdog Millionaire, they've been exposed to Jai Ho, they've been exposed to a few big Bollywood things. So that's what they know.